Hey guys, here we are, Saturday night. How are we? Did we have a good Saturday? My shirt's all whopper jawed. Somebody tell me my shirt's all whopper jawed. None of you guys bothered to tell me. Thanks, I appreciate that. All right, well, here we are. It is Saturday night. I'm doing tea leaf readings, and I do already have a little bit of a list. I'm pulling my list up right now to see how many I've got. I have 10 of y'all so far. Let me see how many tickets are left. Sweet. So there are still some tickets left. So for those of you guys that are catching me here on TikTok, if you don't catch your whole reading, or if you can't stay for yours or whatever, no big deal. I got you. I am going to do them right here on TikTok. They are also being streamed with my phone being on. They are also being streamed live on YouTube as well. So no big deal if you miss it, okay? And y'all need to tell me. Apparently I can't wear my mala with this shirt. All right, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I got it. I know you guys have heard the new mandala effects going on with the Pillsbury Doughboy and King Tut and things like that. So my question is, and this is a serious question for those of you guys that are interested in the conspiracy theories and the mandala effects. Have you ever woke up and had a mandala effect that was your own face, where you looked in the mirror and you're not really you? Something's off. Something's different. It's not your face looking back at you. Have you? I'm just asking. I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just saying what I'm saying. My hair has its own mandala effect going on. So I'm doing tea leaf readings. If you guys have never watched me do tea leaf readings, I'm just doing mini ones. I have a problem doing mini ones because they don't ever end up mini, but yeah. So I already have a few people on my list, so I'm just going to dive in and get started. And like I said, if you guys miss yours, if you guys can't stay or whatever, it is being streamed live on YouTube. So I mixed up a special tea for this because you're not in front of me to drink said tea. It's a little bit gummy, but this is a special divination tea that I make up that has a couple types of mint. It also has alfalfa, and alfalfa is not that great in tea, but it is amazing for luck and prosperity. So everything in here is for protection, for luck, for prosperity, for spiritual well-being, and more. So this right here, it actually smells like double mint gum. I'm not going to lie, because it has peppermint and spearmint in it. But if you guys ever are doing tea leaf readings, or you're wanting to start learning tea leaf readings, I recommend that you make your own loose leaf tea to use for it. Make it. I always pick different ingredients for my tea. Tonight is pretty easy. I have spearmint, I have peppermint, I have rosemary, I have alfalfa. I also have some mullein in here, because I felt like that was what was needed tonight. So everybody that gets a tea leaf reading gets the added benefits of the spiritual aspects of these herbs, okay? So I have Miss Catherine Mizeau up first, and I've already got her tea in. If you guys have never seen my cup here, you can actually order one of these on Amazon. It is, I just love it. So how I usually do this, I put it in the cup when I'm doing a mini one, and I flop it out on here really hard, and we'll go from there. All right, ready? Catherine. Okay. So here's what I pay attention to. Y'all see, there is not a lot that came out there. Almost all of it is still here. So now I'm going to look at both. Where this came out right here is almost completely on the Cancer aspect. And it's actually a little, it's almost a little N. Look here. See it? It's like a little baby N. Oh, okay. So I can't remember what this is called. It's the Spanish N with the squiggle over the top. So being that this is literally all up here in Cancer, this tells me that this particular situation is all about this person right here who has either is a Cancer sun or has a lot of Cancer placements. And in here, what I'm noticing is that it's pretty well spread out still, except over here by Mars, which is your passion, your war, your intimacy, etc. So see here, like everything is pretty well spread out, but see there's an opening right there. Okay. So whoever this Cancer is, Kathy, they're really draining your passion and your intimacy lately. Like it's gone. Like, I don't know if this is family, if this is friend, if this is whatever, but they are such a drain on you right now that it's really causing you to lose your passion for a lot of different things. Now, I will say there is some up here between the Sun and Saturn. Just a tiny bit. You do have a lot over in your Venus and your Mercury. And my dogs are going to bark. Sorry about that. So, there's a lot in your Venus and your Mercury, meaning that you have no problem communicating your emotions right now, but they're literally draining your passion. They're draining everything that you want to do lately. Like, the things you've been passionate about are just like the things that you've been all about with intimacy, with yourself, with feeling like yourself. So, you need to do something about this person in particular. You've got to do something about this person in particular. Because they're going to continue. And look how this is almost a straight line right here. They're going to continue to do this until you put a stop to it. And it's going to cause a lot of problems if you don't. It's going to cause a lot of problems if you don't. Hey, will you hand me like a bowl or something I can put this tea in? My kiddo just came in the door, so had to check on him a little bit. So for those of you guys who are going to ask, he is doing better. Still a little sore. I am just not prepared. I'll get you something to eat, baby. Do you think you can eat that lasagna? It's pretty soft. No, so you'd have to warm it up. All right. So, I didn't see if Miss Kathy was here. Thank you, love. I didn't see if she was here, and I didn't see any of her, answers pop up. Is that you, Kathy? Did you change your name? Oh, no. Is that her right there? What is this doing? There we are. I was just reading you, Miss Kathy. I just got done with yours. So it is on YouTube if you want to go and watch it. All right, we ready? So now I'm on Miss Julie Tibbs. So if you guys want to get a reading, I do still have just a few left. So you might go grab your tickets really quickly. I added 2 more, so that's about as much as I can take this evening. So there you go, guys. There are still about 5 left. All right, Miss Julie Tibbs, you ready? If you guys would like to get a ticket, there is a link in my link tree. Tickets for Bodhi's lives and so on, and you can go grab one. It just automatically puts you on my list, and they're first come first serve tonight. So, all right, Miss Julie. Interesting. So what caught my eye first was the little tiny Christmas tree right there, the little tiny pine tree. Pine is extremely protective. But the other thing that caught my eye is this up here. So this is up under Jupiter, and see how there's this big ridge? So there's actually a huge piece of rosemary that is, I mean, a bigger piece than normal that is just up like that. This is something that is holding your personal power at bay. I don't know why, but it's literally holding your personal power up in the air. Like you can feel it, see it, smell it, taste it, but you just can't get to it. You can't get to it for some reason. So see right there? I'm trying to show you. There we go. You can actually see the big piece of rosemary right there. So it's really holding you back right now. And this came out in mainly a huge glob. And it's mainly on the Virgo aspect right here, but it does reach up toward Taurus. So, here's the thing, Miss Julie. The thing holding you back from your own personal power is actually you. There is something that you have kind of dug your heels into, a belief or, well, it's a belief, whether it's about yourself, about a situation, about whatever. There's something that you have dug your heels in and you're not budging on it. So here's the thing. See, you've dug your heels in, but see all of this right here. This tells me that, A, I'm going to have tea leak all over my desk in a second, but B, it tells me that under this Virgo aspect, you're super overthinking everything right now. So you're holding your own self back from your personal power, from really grabbing hold of all your clairs, all your gifts, all your skills. I have a feeling you probably are disconnected from your intuition a little bit too right now. It's like, you know, it's there and you can kind of grab it, but you can't get it. You can't grab it. Does that make sense? So you're overthinking everything, Julie, honey. Whatever this situation is where you really dug your heels in, you've got to, you need to ask yourself a hardcore question. Is it worth it to continue digging your heels in on that situation? Or is it okay to let it go and grab your personal power back? It's literally a give or take. Okay? So you either have to hold on to this situation and let your personal power continue to be held away from you, or you can let that go and stop overthinking it and grab your personal power back. It's literally a give or take. Literally a give or take. And I said give or take. So, Miss Julie, this is where I kind of slap your hand a little bit and tell you to stop it. Tell you stop it. All right. So far, knock on wood, I am making it into the trash can 100% of the time. And I probably fucked myself by saying that. In fact, I know I fucked myself by saying that. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. And don't forget, guys, this is being streamed on YouTube if you guys miss yours. So, have Miss Danielle. Is it Shrek? S-C-H-R-E-C-K? Shrek? Shrek? I'm saying it wrong. I know I'm saying it wrong. All right. Ready, Miss Danielle? Did that hurt your throat, honey? Or did you get it all down? How many of you guys had your tonsils out as adults? Like any tips, tricks my kiddo can use? Oh. I'm sorry, baby. bad. I wish I could fix it. Miss Danielle, you ready? Ready? All right. So, yeah, it's been pretty painful for him. Someone said sleep sitting up on your back, propped up with lots of ice. Aww. All righty. Miss Danielle, here we go. So, this is really interesting, and I'm going to show you guys this, okay? Because this right here is literally someone holding a spear. And it is right here. It's right here in the middle of Jupiter and Venus. This is someone, Miss Danielle, that has really stepped into their own personal power in almost a militant way. This is a good thing. I'm not saying it's bad. But this is someone that has gained their own personal power back in such an amazing way that it is startling people around you. And in startling people around you, it's really giving you even more on that personal power. So I'm going to just say that right there is so damn powerful. I'm proud of you. Because I have a feeling that this was a long time coming, and it was something that people around you were not expecting. They were not expecting it. So here's the issue with this. You also have this, and I don't want to turn the plate too far because I don't want it to fall. This right here is a humongous lump, and it is mostly over here on Capricorn and Aquarius. But see that it is just a massive lump. This is somebody, I would say probably an Aquarius, that has a big issue with this personal power that you have grabbed back for yourself. This startled them so much that they're doing everything they can to buck against you here. They could be a Pisces, but I would bet they're an Aquarius. They have done everything they can to buck against you. The more of your personal power that you grab and you take in and you hold and you hone, the harder they're bucking against you. So, this is where you have to decide how much you really need that person in your life. Because, thank you, baby, they're going to continue to buck against you. This right here is an amazingly powerful person that's really coming into their own. Thank you for the gift, love. So, you need to determine how much this person really belongs in your life and how important this is to you. This right here is vital. This is not. Just saying. Just saying what I'm saying, Miss Danielle. Guys, so Travis is next. So my list may be full already, guys. I was only going to do a small number this evening because I'm exhausted. But I do these a few times, so make sure that you keep watch. All right, Travis, you ready? Did you see the delay? Did you see the delay? I tapped on it a few times and I actually was worried I was going to drop my drop my cup. But you saw the delay. So, yes. Someone say that Mama Tot is in here. Hi, Miss Mama Tot. I may or may not have done a working in your favor, Sweet Pea, just for some things. So, yeah. Well, it's nice to see you, sugar. So I just want you to know that several people tagged me in several of your videos, asking for help and so on. I didn't post it publicly because I didn't feel like anyone else needed to know. But those that know me know that I don't fuck around. And I may have done some shit and some stuff in your favor, Sweet Pea. Just so you know. Just so you know. And by the way, you're like the cutest little fucking thing, and it makes me happy to listen to your voice. Your voice is this beautiful, like indigo-y purple. And you have the best accent. And it makes me happy just to listen to you talk. Like, I've gone back and watched a whole bunch of your older videos because it just makes me happy to listen to you talk. So, anyway, I know you don't know me, but I adore your little self, so. Bodhi did some fuckery in your favor. All right, Travis. You noticed the delay. You noticed the delay. That tells me that there is something that's holding back. It's holding back. Like, look, I'm going to tell you what I see here and then kind of explain it a little bit about what's holding back. Because it's a couple of things. Let me just say it that way. So, see how I swear it looks like Yoda with his arm outstretched. Do you see it? Because I can't unsee it now. And now you can't either. You're welcome. But see how his arm is outstretched right there. And it's reaching up here toward the moon, which is your shadow side, your emotions and so on. So, it connects down here to your Venus. And this up here is your Mars. This right here is causing this huge lump that was a very delayed reaction, really mainly right here on this Taurus aspect. So, here's what I'm going to say. What's holding you back right now? It's kind of your own emotions and your own hang-ups. And I said hang-ups for a reason, because I don't know what it is that you're trying to move forward on. It's something that you really have set your mind to it. Not only have you set your mind to it, like, this is what I want moving forward, period. This is what I want moving forward. But you're holding your own self back in a couple of different aspects. In the emotional aspect up here, there's some shadow work that you haven't dealt with when it comes to this Venus aspect. The Venus aspect right there could be one of two things, and I'm just going to tell you what both of those are, and you can take which one it is for you, because it's literally a line. Okay, so that Venus aspect is either a part of your own feminine side, or it is a feminine person in your life that still has some stuff bound up in here, because that head is right here by Mars, and in being right there, it's almost like you can't get your head out of this passion aspect. So that's why I was saying I'm going to let you take which one that is. That is what's holding you back from full on making this decision and going forward. Does that make sense? So, yeah, that's what's up. You and I both know what that is. You and I both know which one that was. I just didn't want to like call you out. But So it's got your head kind of jacked up a little bit. There is some aspect of that has you topsy-turvy. And even though, what's funny is, even though you're on the path you're supposed to be on, you're doing the things you're supposed to be doing, it's literally like, you know, when you're trying to slide across the floor in your socks, like your best Tom Cruise risky business dancing, right? And you hit a nail and it snags your socks and you're like, ugh. That's what this does every time. This is that tiny little nail that snags your socks and fucks up your risky business dances. That's exactly what this is. It's just a tiny nail. All you got to do is take the hammer and pound it back down. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Alrighty. I figured you would. I figured you would. So I saw somebody in here saying that they've been sick for a couple months. I saw a few people saying they were sick. Let me give you guys a recipe, okay? Let me give you guys a recipe for something. If Mama Tot would like a reading, I'll happily read for her. So, but I don't like to read for someone unless they ask me to, but I am more than happy to. I'm more than happy to. She makes me happy when I watch her little videos, so I'm more than happy to pay it forward. So, for those of you guys that have been sick, or you get sick, or, oh, well, sweet. All right, love. Let me give this recipe real quick, and then I'll read for you. If Miss Alyssa doesn't mind if I put you in there. So, guys, here's a recipe that I created right during the height of COVID, okay? I have 2 kids with asthma. So COVID scared the fuck out of me, and no matter what you thought of it, scared the fuck out of me. So it's a really easy recipe. You can find these herbs on Amazon. I carry them on my site. You can find them at any local metaphysical shop. Sometimes you can find them at the damn grocery store, okay? So you guys ready? It's really easy. And if you guys missed the recipe, it's on YouTube, okay? It's peppermint, mullein, echinacea, eucalyptus, and ginger. And if you can find ginger turmeric tea and put those loose herbs in with it, add a little bit of honey, it makes an amazing cough suppressant. I'm gonna put this out there again. I keep putting it out there, and my youngest and I have not got COVID once. Knock on wood. So it's great for people with asthma. Mullein is great for respiratory problems. It is an amazing health tea. It boosts your immune system. Immune. But there you go, guys. That's what's in my fuck getting sick tea. I have a video out. I want you guys to have the recipe. Not that I'm saying don't give me money, but at the same time, I want you guys to have the recipe because it's been so fucking fantastic. You can add stuff to it, etc. So there you go. All right, Miss Mama Tot. Let's see if I can do this without dropping my cup. Because I almost dropped my cup last time. And if y'all legit want to see me cry, that's what'll happen. This is why I love tea leaf reading. Are you guys ready? So the first thing I noticed is this. Okay? That's a huge lump. We'll talk about it in a minute. Wait till y'all see this. This is why I love tea leaf reading, and I feel a little bit like the crazy teacher from Harry Potter here, but this is what it is. All right, so look at here. Tell me y'all don't see that big old mushroom, and tell me y'all don't see the one right next to it upside down with the matchstick pointing at it. Then there's also a line here and this here that's broken, okay? So the mushroom represents a whole bunch of different aspects. Being that it's here and then it's upside down with this match pointing next to it. And this is just a piece of rosemary. But if you guys notice at the top of that piece of rosemary, it's dark. It literally looks like a burnt match, does it not? I'm trying to show it on YouTube too. So that way, if you guys watch on YouTube, you can see it. Okay. This is something that got really, really big and then got flipped on its head. And this is not you. Let me say it that way first. This is not you. Because this matchstick right here is burning this down. This is Saturn, and this is the planet of karma. You can't make this shit up. This is somebody that's a little big for their britches, and they're fixing to get turned on their head and burnt down. And if you notice here, this is almost an arrow pointing to that. This here is up here under the moon, which is emotions and shadow aspects. So let me say this. Being that this is up here under this moon, it's pointing down towards that arrow, which is pointing down towards that. Yeah, my hair's standing on it. This is somebody that's fixing to burn themselves down. So. And here's what's interesting about this. This is a ton of Scorpio energy. There is a little bit of Sagittarius, but this is a ton of Scorpio energy right there. And tea on my desk. But this person that is about to burn themselves down is somebody that's around you. And here's the thing, when I see this and I see that, and then literally it flipped on its head, that's not a slow thing. That's not a slow thing. There's not much space in between there, and seeing a matchstick like that, I mean, I don't know if y'all can see, but that's legit an arrow right there. But this right here is a lot of Scorpio energy. In fact, it's a powerhouse of Scorpio energy. So I don't know who this is right here. This is two different people. I don't know who this Scorpio energy is here, but they are a big catalyst for this. This Scorpio right here is the karma that comes into that. Does that make sense? Because a lot of times, and guys, this is something I explain all the time. I hear people say, I'm going to let God handle it. I'm going to let karma handle it, etc. Well, haven't you guys heard people say God works in mysterious ways? And if you know somebody that fucks you over and then they get fucked over by somebody else, you laugh and you say, oh, well, that's their karma. Well, that was that person. Karma put that person, God put that person, the universe put that person in that person's path to make them self-destruct. So Sweet Pea, whoever this Scorpio energy is the karma that is sent in for that situation. So, it's going to be a fast and a furious burn. It's going to be a fast and a furious burn. Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. That is some of the most clear pictured things that I've seen in a tea leaf reading. And I've been doing tea leaf readings for a while. So, yep. They can just turn themselves right on their little head and burn it down. I'm just saying. All the power to the fuckery that was done in your favor. Not just me, but you know, I know a lot of people did. So, I'm just saying what I'm saying. Whoever this Scorpio is absolutely doing you a favor. And I don't know if I can show, let me see if I can get the tea off without, because I'm going to see if I can show this from this angle. Because, well, I kind of can, kind of can't. Looking at it sideways, there's a face right there. There's a skull right there. And when you look at it a little bit differently, there's a wolf head. Like, I don't know if you guys see the face right there. You got, yeah, you can see it on YouTube really clear. See it? So. Yep. No, it was pretty clear. When I went to pick the thing up, I was like, Okay. Yeah. This Scorpio is absolutely this person's karma. So, just letting you know. That makes sense, love? You got some powerful juju behind you, girl. Some very powerful juju behind you. And thank you so much for letting me read you, sweet pea. I hope that I helped in some way, any way at all. So, yeah. All right. That brings me to Miss Alyssa Roman. So. All right. Ready? Wow. I'm going to point this out right the fuck away because that's a lucky horseshoe. And you have a whole huge chunk right there on it. In fact, a lot of what's there is alfalfa, but it's also rosemary. So, girl. What I also love too, I don't know what you've been doing, what kind of things and stuff you've been putting out to the universe, but you're fixing to get extremely fucking lucky. Because look, even all of this, it almost looks like a fern leaf to me. Do you see it? Coming up like that. And it literally just whooped right up the side of the cup. Into the lucky horseshoe. Like, especially when I do mini reads like this, it's rare that I get stuff that sticks up here. Especially something like that. So, you're fixing to get extremely, extremely lucky. Y'all, I'm getting old and I've had a long day and I'm gonna have to put on my nerd glasses here in a minute, and y'all are just gonna have to like it. I'm just gonna have to like it. All right. Oh, the nerd glasses are coming out. And I only have this pair here, but that's okay. Ready? Here we go. Nerd glasses. Okay. Because I see so much stuff in here that I need to be able to zoom in a little clearer. And for some reason, no one will tell me where to get a replacement meat sack that has, you know, bionic eyes. And I don't think that's fair that y'all are withholding this information from me, because this meat sack is done. So this is a lot of Leo energy, which means a lot of drama. Okay. So here's the thing with this. You have an amazing amount of luck coming your way. Okay. Like I said, crazy, amazing amount of luck. The problem is it also comes with a crazy amount of drama. And you can see that it's reaching out here towards both the Cancer and the Virgo, meaning emotional drama and then mental drama. And y'all, those are two different things, and you know it, okay? Oh, girl. So here's what I'm going to say about this. Just because this is a crazy amount of luck, and because this right here is just fuckery, it's just bullshit. Sweetheart, you're going to have to make sure that you have your boundaries set in place. Set in place hardcore. Because this luck and this good fortune and you finally getting the things in line that you need in line, you're going to have people coming out of the woodwork doing fuckery with the shenanigans. Set your boundaries, sweet pea. Seriously, set your boundaries and stick to them. And no, you're not being cold. And no, you're not being an asshole. And no, you're not being mean or whatever. you're setting your boundaries to protect you, because no one else is going to protect you but you. Unfortunately, it happens when things start going good for people, fuckery starts happening. So you need to set your boundaries and your protections in place, love. Okay. So, yeah. So I saw someone ask how to pronounce my name. It is Bodhi. So Bodhi is actually short for Bodhisattva, which is a Buddhist term for someone who gives up their own enlightenment to help others find theirs. So, there you go. There you go. All right. I can't even clean your luck out of my cup. Thank you, Miss Andrea. I can't even clean your luck out of my cup. Shit. I mean, I'm not complaining. Everybody probably wants some of that luck because that was fabulous. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Alrighty. Miss Melanie Queen. You ready, sweet pea? Aw, thank you, love. Ooh, that made a big old splat. Okay. Well. You have 3 little ducks causing issues. Like, look. That one's even got a little middle finger. Am I wrong? It's like a little tiny duck with his middle finger right up in the air. And then you have this other one that's a little taller, and this one's still a little scattered. But look at that bitch. That's a blatant fuck you, man. I'm just saying. You have 3 little ducks in a row right there that are causing you problems. That's funny shit. That's funny shit. So, it is and it's not. You know what I mean? It is and it's not. Damn, someone with blue hair got blue hair on the fucking plate, man. Damn hippies. So what I was looking at, so see how this is a big lump, right? But here's what I was looking at. See how that's a dent right there? See how that's a dent right there? That's right here by the Taurus, okay? I mean, see? It literally looks like somebody took their finger and poked it down. One of these little ducks, I'll give you a guess who, is really causing problems. They're causing problems for your steadfastness in moving forward. For your steadfastness in moving forward. It's like you have all of this energy and all of this drive for your path. You know what I mean? Just like bam, bam, bam. And this certain little duck is just, nope, nope. This tells me that this person right here in particular is actively doing everything they can to fuck you over, to stop you in your path. Whether that is actively manifesting something, going behind your back, saying stuff, they're actively doing some shit on purpose. Not just, well, I don't like this person, blah, blah. No, they're on purpose doing some shit. They're on purpose doing shit. And that actually pisses me off a little bit. Because that's, it actually looks like somebody's sticking their finger in your, ooh, don't look at my fingernails. Don't tell anybody that Bodhi's fingernails look like shit. Been painting today. So anyway. Yeah, it's literally like somebody's going, nope, nope, nope. So, love, you need to figure out who that little short duck is. This one here is the one causing you the most problems. And since this one is more close to the moon aspect here, it's more tied in right here. This is somebody that's very moody. It's somebody that thrives on emotion, that thrives on either their own emotions or getting an emotional reaction from somebody. And then this taller one right here, they're kind of looking the other way. They know it's going on and they're not doing a damn thing about it. And this one here, I would say, is probably a male, and they operate under a lot of that anger, passion, etc. So if you have an ex, I would say this is probably them. But this over here hasn't quite manifested yet. But see where it is? This is someone that they're actively recruiting to help with that. Does that make sense? So, yeah. My lipstick's all over the place too, y'all. Really? It's been a long day, man. And so I'm just proud of myself that I'm coherent. So, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, then you didn't see the picture I posted the other day. So, may or may not have picked up keys Friday to a certain place, and it was supposed to be painted in a certain way, and it was not. So we are repainting it. Better. This is where the Capricorn stereotype is correct and justified. You ready? Because us Cappies, we're those people that are like, you know what? I'll just do it myself because I know it'll be done right. This is why. This is why. This is why. So, I'm just saying, we're perfectionists. We're perfectionists. Alrighty. Tanya Sabatos. So like I said, guys, if you miss your reading, or if you just want to go back and listen to it again, it is being streamed live on YouTube, so you guys can go back and, yeah. All right, Miss Tanya, we ready? Ooh, interesting. Okay. Move this over here. You know, I don't know what's up with my brain. And maybe I can show it on here. It doesn't show up as clear. I wish I could zoom in. I'll show you guys on YouTube in just a minute. Do y'all see the little pig man right there? Like one of the little pig dudes from Star Wars with his little spear. Is that just me? Do y'all see that? See his little ear sticking out? It's almost orc-like, but it looks like a little pig man. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? See him? See him right there? That's somebody that's super fucking bullheaded. Super pig-headed. And of course, it's under the Mars planet. Babe, this is somebody that's so pig-headed in your life. Oh my God. And notice that the little spear he's holding is right here under Mercury, which is communication. So in other words, they don't want to talk, they want to argue. Their kind of talking is arguing. Yeah, I wish I could show you guys a little better because I'm trying to turn it. Like he actually has little tusks that stick up. Yeah, you can't really see it on there. Oh, there you can kind of see it. See it? There we go. That little tusk that sticks up. Show you guys on YouTube. See it? So yeah, he actually has two warthog tusks that stick up. So what I found interesting was off the bat, I saw this. There's two, okay? Two big blobs right there. But notice how they have this little spot in the middle. So there's a lot of Cancer here. It barely reaches over into the Leo, but this is a lot of emotion and very crabby about certain situations. And this right here, I would say is you, because this is right here in the middle. Perfectly in the middle. But it is reaching out towards this person a little bit. I would say this person right here is also this, this bull-headed, pig-headed person. Sweet pea, they, I don't know what this tie is that they have to you. I may or may not have tea all over my desk. I don't know what this tie it is that they have to you, but they're using it to, let me say this first. Seeing this in the middle, and I mean, that's pretty well in the middle. See, I'm proud of you for staying here. I'm proud of you for this, because seeing this blob in the middle that to me represents you tells me that you are amazingly good at being neutral, that you have set boundaries, that you're keeping boundaries in place, that you're really trying hard not to let this person affect you. Thank you for the gift, love. First yawn. Oh, I got denied the yawn. Okay. All right. This person is being so pig-headed and only wanting to argue and keep you off kilter emotionally to where you cannot even talk to them. So my question would be, it's almost like a past relationship where you have kids or you have something tying you to this person, or a family aspect where you still have to see them. You know what I mean? So there is a lot of stuff underneath that. There's a lot of stuff underneath the little pig head and the spear, which tells me there's a lot of stuff being pushed up. So this is not just this person. It's a lot of things behind this person too. It's not just you. Like, this person has other people pushing this pig-headed narrative to be this way. So you keep being in the middle, and you keep being neutral, and you keep being you. There's nothing you can do to change this person or change their ways, change their feelings, change their mind. Nothing is going to change them. Nothing is going to change them. You just have to keep your boundary in place, sweet pea. You've been doing a good job so far. I'm proud of you. You've been doing a good job. Just keep that in place. Okay? Keep those boundaries in place, because you can't do anything about this person right now. They're just going to continue to be a dick. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I'm sorry, sweetheart. But, like I said, I am proud of you. I am super proud of you. Because it's hard to keep boundaries when you have somebody that is actively doing that kind of stuff too. That's actively doing that kind of stuff too. So, yeah. Yeah, which you doing a good job. So I did see somebody say that they were new to their practice and they were overwhelmed. So let me tell you what, babe. That happens to everybody. And guess what? It's going to happen as you go forward, and it's going to happen the further forward you go. There's still times when I'm like, I have no fucking idea what's going on right now, and I'm overwhelmed. And then there's other times I'm like, I got this, I'm on the ball, yeah. Most of the time I'm in the other part. So just so you know, first of all, you're welcome, Miss Tanya. I'm glad that was spot on. So I'm just letting you know, you're going to be overwhelmed. Just embrace it. Enjoy it. Because here's the thing, especially when you're new to your practice and you just start getting in and learning everything and so on, it's so exciting and there's so much to learn. Don't ever lose that. Okay? Don't ever lose that. Because a lot of people lose it. And I'll tell you, like, I'm guilty of that too. I go through phases where I put my learning on pause because I'm so busy. And then when I pick something back up and I fall down the rabbit hole on videos or YouTube or books or whatever, I get all excited again and all happy again because I'm nerding out on stupid shit and it makes me happy. So don't ever, ever lose that love of learning and that love of getting overwhelmed. Here's the other thing. When y'all get overwhelmed, give yourself permission to fall down the rabbit hole. Your spiritual advisor is giving you permission to fall down the rabbit hole, okay? To do this, it's really simple, but you have to give yourself permission. So block out some time. Block out some time. Even if it's like 30 minutes, like you get in bed, you give yourself 30 minutes or whatever. Set a timer. Literally, set yourself a timer, okay? I have 30 minutes. Now, the first thing that pops in your head is what you put on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. I recommend YouTube for this, and here's why. Because it has those little suggested things over on the side. And I also recommend doing it where you can see the recommended, okay? Watch the first video. And even if you don't watch it all the way through, okay? But just start paying attention and falling down the rabbit hole. And when you're looking at the recommendeds over there and you're like, okay, well, I was looking up like the best crystals for protection. And suddenly there's a video down here that talks about like snake symbolism. That is in no way what I was looking at, but it caught my eye. Go down that rabbit hole. Let YouTube take you down the rabbit hole. YouTube is fucking fantastic for that. I'm not gonna lie. And the cool thing about YouTube is not only are you getting, you know, like witchy, spiritual stuff or whatever, you're gonna end up in documentaries, in historical documents, all kinds of stuff. So then not only are you getting the cool spiritual aspect of it, but oh my God, now you know the history behind it. Just saying. So, all right. Miss Lisa. Pinterest is the same thing. Yep. If you don't want to watch videos, you just want to scroll through pictures, or maybe you're videoed out for the day, because I know I get there too. Lose my fucking life watching TikToks. Pinterest is great. Pinterest is great. Just saying. All right, Miss Lisa. Well, interestingly enough, almost all of your tea came out right here. We're going to talk about that in a minute, and I'm going to hold it up because this is crazy. I mean, you can't make this shit up, but look at this. What I want to point out is that you have a piece right here in the middle of your Mercury. This is pretty clear. Like, I'm trying to determine what this looks like here in the middle, because when I turn it different ways, it looks like different things, but for the most part, it looks like a bird in flight. Okay? And when I look at it as a bird, it almost looks like this big piece of rosemary right here, almost like the bird is holding an olive branch. Being that that's right there under Mercury, under your communication, and you have that big old dot of it, and see it's even reaching up this way. I'm going to say that this is you trying to hold out the flag of peace for someone or something, some situation around you. You're doing everything you can to communicate and be peaceful about it, and really extending the olive branch. Like, you're doing everything you can to extend the olive branch with your words, because this also tells me that you're an intelligent person and you really value communication. So you need that communication. You need them to hear words from your face. But let's talk about this, because this is all under Scorpio and Libra. And there's kind of two blobs here. See them? Kind of stuck together. And I'm going to see if I can get it. Well, you guys probably can't see it. There's a little, there, you can kind of see it. Almost like a little, whoop, and I flipped it. There's almost like a little tunnel right there that's carved up into it. So, this Libra energy here, I'm not sure if this is you or if this is the other person on the other side of this situation where you're trying to extend the olive branch. But this is somebody that's really working off of this balance. They're really trying this. I have a feeling this is you. You're really trying to work off this balance, this peace, this positive emotion with this aspect. But at the same time, you have a lot of Scorpio energy brewing right here, which is telling me that, and see, it's bigger than that part. It's bigger. So it's telling me that you've almost reached your fill with this. So, love, I feel like you probably need to be reminded that you can only do so much for some people. You can only offer as much as you can offer. And if that person doesn't take the olive branch, if that person doesn't take the help, if they don't, you can't force them to. You can't force someone to get help. You can't force someone to start acting different. You can't force someone to do something. You know what I mean? You can't. So, don't let this Scorpio energy come out and cause a whole bunch of problems where you worked so hard to be peaceful. You're going to have to determine when's the right time to cut this off, when you need to cut your losses and move forward. Okay? Because I don't think it's going to get any better. I don't think it's going to get any better. So, does that make sense, Miss Lisa? Let me update my list here so I make sure I got everybody. So how are we tonight, guys? How was your Saturday? How was your Saturday? Alrighty. So, I have Jessica Adams next. So here's my next few. This is not my whole list, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll read the rest of my list. So I have Jessica Adams. I have Shannon Sprague. I have Queen Renee. I have Andrea Viennes. I have Kayla Hahn, Alexis Pugh, Esther DeFoy, Bobby Seamster, and Amy Walker. So let's see here. That is all that's on my list for this evening, guys. So, hello in New Zealand. Mullen should be on my site, yes. And I will let you guys know that we have so much room for activities. I will be expanding my apothecary. So if you guys need specific herbs, within reason, there are some that I cannot list on the site because they are poisonous. But I use them for my own fuckery. However, we will be expanding. We'll be expanding. So yeah. So the tea that I'm using, guys, every time I do these, I intuitively choose ingredients for what I feel the people need that are getting readings from me. So this evening, this is for prosperity, protection, health, peace, and a lot of spiritual spiritual connection. So that helps me as well. So yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. Well, you got a mountain to climb, don't you, love? So we're going to start with this. Well, we're going to go back and forth, but we're going to start with this, okay? So, look at that. Look at how that sticks up. In a way, it looks like a toad. Am I lying, right? See? Look like a toad. But this here is literally a mountain. And see, it sits almost in the middle of the plate. It does lean over here towards some Scorpio energy, but it's a mountain. Like, it sticks up. It does look like a toad, I'm not going to lie. So we can talk about both aspects of those, okay? The reason that I said you've got a mountain that you're climbing is because of what I see in here. So the first thing that I see in here is kind of a bird in flight. Wings, head, tail. Then you also have an arrow pointing up. You have some of this stuff here. You keep missing the mark monetarily. See, you keep missing the mark with your diamonds, with your money. You also keep missing the mark with your communication. Like, something right here is causing issues with you reaching the top of that mountain. So frogs are regenerative. So regenerative. So if you were to look at this as the mountain, those are the things that are keeping you from overcoming that mountain, from reaching the top. If you look at it as a toad, then that is an issue that continues to regenerate. But at the same time, you continue to regenerate yourself as well. So you're never getting ahead because the problem regenerates, you regenerate. The problem regenerates, you regenerate. So it doesn't matter. There's always the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So that bird there is important. The bird is important because it sits literally right in the middle of the cup. Right in the middle of the cup. And see how it's just kind of holding there. It's just holding there. Like it's hovering. It's not going up, it's not going down, it's just hovering. You're going to have to get your voice back, sweetheart. You're going to have to get your voice back. Getting your voice back is what's going to help you get your finances back, get your money back. But, yeah, you've definitely got to find your voice again, love. That's what's keeping you down here. And not only is it keeping you down here, but it's keeping you from reaching the top of that mountain, and it's keeping you from being able to regenerate. You know what I mean? So, you've got to find your voice, sweetheart. Okay? Because it's not fair. You know what I mean? It's not fair. It's almost like someone is pushing your voice to the side. It's not that they've taken it, it's they're pushing it to the side. And it's become the norm. So it's just become the norm. And it's different to speak out. But you're going to have to start. You're going to have to start, sweetheart. So you are so welcome, honey. Alrighty. All right, Miss Shannon. You're welcome, love. What the hell? I just wiped this off and it just like I guess I had it on the bottom of the cup or something. Shit. All right. That is a big old stick. Don't need to be in there. So I saw people asking about if I do tea leaf reading classes. I can try to put one together. The thing is, it's a little hard to teach online. It's much easier to do in person, but I'm sure we can figure it out. For me, it's easier to do in person. So, all right, Miss Shannon. So here's what's funny. So I was looking at this way at first, right? And when you look at it up close, it almost looks like a hummingbird or whatever. But, because I was like, that just doesn't seem quite right, though. When you look at it this way, it looks like, y'all remember that, y'all remember the show Dinosaurs? And they had, like, the older dinosaurs that would walk with canes and stuff? That, for some reason, is what this looks like to me. Just looking at the stars with a wonderful roof over their head. This is like a happy little scene to me. It's this dragon, this dinosaur looking up at the stars and has this roof over their head protecting them from things. So this is telling me that whoever this is, they're amazingly protected right now. They're on a journey. They're paying attention to the universe around them, and they are amazingly protected. Notice that this also sits between Saturn and Venus down here, mainly in Saturn. So that is a lot of karma that's protecting you. It's a lot of karma that's protecting you. So let's look at this. Hey, baby. How are you feeling? A little better? I know, you look a little rough.
As soon as I got off the top of the stairs, I thought I was going to fall back down.
Oh, honey.
I don't know what was wrong with me, but I'm fine now.
Yeah, I was worried about you when you came in the door.
I felt terrible. I felt so bad.
I'm glad you're a little better, sweetheart.
Me too.
He looked a little rough when he got home.
Really scared me. Felt like I had eaten in a day.
You think maybe your sugar was dropping?
I don't know. Like, my head got foggy. Like, I was starting to get blurred vision. I kind of felt sick. Felt like I hadn't eaten in 2 days. Like, I had, like, no strength. Like, I was shaking a little bit. Like,
I bet your sugar crashed.
I felt so bad.
Were you kind of nauseated?
A little bit, but not really. Like, it just didn't feel like me. It just felt...
Yeah, I bet your sugar was crashing, baby. Sorry, I had to check on my boy. All right, so let's look at this. Now that we talked about that and that cute little protective things right there. So here's what I love about this. This is pointing right up here between this Sagittarius and this Capricorn energy. Like the bulk of it's down here. I mean, you could say it's in some Aquarius as well, depending on how you turn the plate, but it's pointing upwards here towards this Sagittarius energy, which is a lot of drive to do something different. It's a lot of change. It's a lot of unique, interesting aspect here. So whatever this is that you're doing, that you're really paying attention to out in the stars around you and so on, sweetheart, this is like the universe's green light to go, to do what you want to do, to be who you need to be. Does that make sense? Right now, you're watching the stars, you're watching the universe, you're watching everything that you want to do and going forward. And the universe is giving you all the green lights. All the green lights. Make sure that you take them, that you hit the gas and go. Don't look back. Don't look back. It's going to change you. It's going to shift. You're going to be a completely different person when this is all said and done. Don't look back, honey, because the universe is literally protecting you and giving you all the green lights to move forward. So, I'm glad that that makes sense. I'm glad that that makes sense. So, yeah. It's like, I guess it's, I don't know if it's Rodeo or wherever it is in California with all the palm trees that they show in all the movies and like all the lights just turn green. That's kind of how this is. Green lights. Green lights. So, all the green lights, sweet pea. If you needed to know that you were protected and you were being watched over. Here it is. Here it is. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. Does it? Well, and that's what's funny. I was like, okay, I see the hummingbird first. You know what I mean? I see the hummingbird first. And so I wanted to point that out first. So that very well could be, you know, his way of saying hi to you. So I'm updating my list, guys. So it does show that there are 3 tickets that have been reserved, which means they're still in people's carts. So if you guys are curious, like if you didn't hear your name on that list, you might go check your cart and make sure that it went through. So, all right, Miss Queen Renee. Yeah, my eyes have been getting bad blurry a lot lately. Hey, girly pearly, how are you? Came out in a 2 huge lump. I'm just trying to. Okay. So what I love about this is pretty scattered, but look here, see that this just like dots up here to the sun and then up the side too. This is pretty scattered, but I do want to point this out to you. I swear this looks like a little clove. See it? There are no cloves in here, but that totally looks like a little clove. Cloves are amazingly protected, especially to get people to shut up, stop talking about you. But what I love about this is even though there's a lot of scatter here, see it? Like even though there's a lot of scatter here, it's like you're rising above all of that to stay in the sunshine. You know what's important. See the bigger lumps? You know what's important to keep you happy, and all of this stuff just kind of stays over there. Does that make sense? This, though, is what I went, oh, okay. Dude, that fell firmly on the Leo. Like, it's covering the Leo. You got. That's a lot of drama. That's a lot of drama. I'm just saying. That's a lot of drama. Being that this right here, it's flat covering the Leo. It's reaching over into the Virgo slightly, but this right here is all the drama. So I see now what you're talking about with or what I was mentioning here with the scattering, with everything feeling kind of scattered and just being thrown at you a little bit. Here's the thing I also love. There's a whole bunch right here on the Venus, on your Venus, which is your personal feminine power. Ooh, I'm just trying to hide my nails. Y'all don't look at my nails. Ugh. I get an F in nails today. Okay, maybe a D because they still have some paint, but it's a D minus. Okay, anyway, I digress. You have a ton right here where your personal power, your feminine power, let me say it that way, not your personal power, your feminine power sits, okay? So, in having that feminine power, that's fantastical. That's what's keeping you moving forward and keeping you above all this bullshit right now. So, does that make sense? Well, That though, that's a ton of drama. It does seem to be kind of confined though. That's the good thing. See, there's only a tiny bit of it that's out here, but the drama seems to be confined for the most part. So that's a good thing to me, because it tells whatever the scattering is and you rising above that. Yeah. It's being contained. I think the universe is probably seeing that you're doing your best to stay above the fray. You're doing your best to stay above the bullshit. And so it's keeping this at bay like this. So I have a feeling that this is probably someone pretty close to you, family-wise or something like that, that is trying to keep this going. Especially because I see a clove in there. And there are no cloves in here, but it's just a clove pattern. That's stopping gossip about you. It's protective. So it's a very good thing that I see that. It's a very good thing that I see that. So yeah. Does that make sense, girl? I love how Tiffany wrote the sex magic class there. That's funny. That would be next week. If y'all want to sign up for that, you better do it. I'm getting tea all over the place. What else would I do, right? All right, guys. I can't but laugh right now. So, all right. Miss Andrea. So I have Andrea, Kayla, Alexis, Esther, Bobby, and Amy. Let me refresh to see if anything else has gone through, so I know if I've got other people on here. There we go. All right. So look at this. This, I can't decide if this looks more like a snake or if it looks more like a lizard or something like that. But it's literally got hold of a bird trying to escape. See it? So it tells me you've got something that's holding you down. Like you feel like you've almost escaped all of it, but it's still got a hold on you right there. Still got a hold on you right there. Like it seems more like a snake, but my brain can't unsee the little pieces of rosemary that look like legs. But there's also two other small birds up there above the big bird. See them? See them? So, it's like whatever this snake is still has a hold of one little tiny piece. The two little birds have escaped, like they've escaped it. But it's still got a hold of the big bird. Barely. You know what I mean? Like, really, that bird could let go of that feather. And, let me fix that feather. Could let go of that feather and be free of the snake. So what I'm looking at here This right here almost looks like a heart, but it's got a part coming off of it. I don't want, it's in a weird position, so if I move the plate too far, it's going to fall. But see how it's, yeah. It's just weird looking. It does look like a face there, but not a very nice one. So this right here is Scorpio, Sagittarius. Oh, a yawn. And then some Capricorn energy. Like this little part right here is Capricorn. It's kind of separate. But this is a lot of Sagittarius and a ton of Scorpio energy right here. And I'm trying to determine if this is the bird or if this is the snake. Because this has got a little tie just like that does. One little tiny piece. It's up there underneath it. See it? One little tiny piece of rosemary holding them together. So, one little tiny thing holding them together. I got tea all over my thing. Yeah, that bigger one is definitely smiling about it. So I personally would say that is probably the snake, and the Capricorn aspect over here is the bird trying to get away. So it's like this person knows that they still have a fang in you. They still have a fang in you. Whoever the two little birds are, they're not even focused on them anymore because they know that they're gone. That they're, you know what I mean? They can't hook that fang in anymore. But they still have a fang in you. They still have an attachment. Be very careful of this person. Be very careful of this person. Because seeing a snake like that, especially having, having its fangs in the end, the tail of a bird that's trying to get away, that's somebody that's trying to poison a situation on purpose. Like they're legit doing stuff on purpose to poison situations for you and around you. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all. At all. So be really careful. Okay? Be really careful. Be really, really leery of this person. They do not. They know that they have that fang still, and they're using it to their advantage. And I don't know what's the best way to cut that fang off or remove the fang or just let go of that feather, but you're going to have to do something to completely cut this person off, to completely cut them off. Okay? I don't like that. I don't like that a lot. Don't make me spiritually throat punch somebody for you, because I will. I will. Yeah, I don't like that, girlie. So I don't know if you know who that is or you understand that situation with that person, but yeah. I don't dig that. I don't dig that. Because I see you a lot. You watch a lot. When I see you guys a lot, it's like you become my friends. Like, just let it happen. Just let it happen. When I see you guys a lot, it is what it is. So, yeah. So, yeah. I don't like it when people fuck with my friends. I'm just saying. Just saying what I'm saying. All right. So, I have Miss Kayla next. So, I have Kayla, Alexis, Esther, Bobby, and Amy. Yep, just let it happen. We're friends. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Yeah, I don't either. I don't like negative shit like that. It took me a while to cut those stuff off of my life. Once I did, it didn't take me a while. It took me a while. Oh, thank you for the gift, love. It took me a while to figure out I needed to. Like I knew I should. But yeah. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. So my son's dog is laying underneath my feet, right? Because under my desk is a big blanket. and I felt something hit my foot. And it was weird feeling, and I don't know what this is. Apparently, he has gotten into something because it's a wrapper. I just don't know what the wrapper's from. But I felt it hit my foot after we were talking about snakes, and so I instantly like did that jump, even though there's no way there's a snake in here. But I instantly did that jump, and when I did, it scared him, and he jumped too. It was funny. It was funny. Just saying what I'm saying. It was funny. All right, Ms. Kayla, you ready? And there's a yawn. Finally, a full yawn. All right, Miss Kayla. Sorry, I get tickled at myself sometimes. All right. So, yeah, Andrea, keep an eye out on that person. Okay? So this stuff smells so good. That's why I'm like leaning over it when I'm reading it. I love double mint gum, y'all. I love double mint gum. So my grandpa always used to have it. He always had gum on him because it's one of the things he learned in the Navy was that you could chew mint gum and it would help with seasickness and so on. So he always had it on him, and so I always have it on me. So smelling this, I'm like, it's just the best smell ever. So I'm trying to look and see, because in a way, this looks like a few different things. But here's what I'm going to go with, okay? So, Miss Kayla, see this right here? See the two things come up like that, two right here, and then the big chunk in the middle? Like, I was going back and forth on what that looked like, but I'm just going to go with my gut. And the first thing that I thought of when I saw it is one of those big orb weaver spiders. See it? It's got the big, the two legs, two legs, two legs, two legs. And then there's the abdomen, the big colored part. Like, it looks pretty damn close to one of those. So the thing is, orb weaver spiders are amazingly badass. And I'm not a spider person in any way, shape, or form. I'm getting better. I don't kill them now. Not right off the bat. Sometimes they do need to die. Squishy death. But right off the bat, I don't kill them. However, here's the thing. Orb weaver spiders can kill things like wasps. They can sometimes kill baby snakes. Like, they're some badass motherfuckers. So, that orb weaver spider right there, and see, it's sitting under Saturn, which is your karma planet. Then you also have this big chunk right here towards your sun. Girl, that's you taking charge of your own karma. That's you taking charge of your own karma. That's also you absolutely eating through some karmic bonds. Eating through some karmic bonds. So, go you, because oh my god, that's badass to have a big badass orb weaver spider right underneath your Saturn. That's badass. So let's talk about this. So there's 3 chunks here. See? Boom, boom, boom. And let's try not to leak tea on my desk. I'm going to anyway. It's going to happen. So we'll just put the cup right there. So here's the thing, love. These 3 chunks are 3 different situations. Okay? You see what I'm talking about? Boom, boom, boom. They're 3 different situations. So with these 3 situations, you have one that's firmly in Leo, one that's firmly in Libra, and then one that I would say is firmly in Pisces. Yeah, I would say in Pisces. Maybe a little Aquarius. Pisces, Aquarius. So you have one that's justice. You have one that's drama. And then you have one that goes back and forth between overthinking and overstimulated. So I don't know if this right here, it does look like I'm spilling the tea, right? So I don't know if this right here is 3 people or 3 different situations. What I am taking them as is they are situations that you are eating through karmically. That you are just absolutely badass busting through these karmic situations right now. I'm just letting you know. That's utterly fantastic. So, go you, Miss Kayla. You are a karmic clearing powerhouse right now. So. How's that? How's that? We're going through all the napkins right now, too. All the paper towels. And I'm like, how am I getting tea all over my desk? Because you're putting it there. All right, Miss Alexis. So I have Alexis, Esther, Bobby, and Amy. And then I'm going to go get my happy butt in the shower. And get up and go paint again in the morning. So, ready, Miss Alexis? First thing I had to notice was the little flower that, or a little piece that stuck right there above the horseshoe. It looks like a little flower, and it's, I'm trying to hold it where you guys can see it. See it? Looks like a little flower, but it's not. It's probably just the end of a piece of alfalfa, but it's really cool. Like it legit looks like a tiny flower sitting there, right at the top. So, you have a whole bunch of birds here, love. Whole bunch of birds. So, look at that. Like this one right here sticks out really plainly. Looks like a little bird. They all look like they're feeding. So here's what I'm going to say. Because this is in several different aspects. A lot of it is in that moon, under the shadow. But some of it is in your passion. And some of it is in your communication. And your sun and so on. This is you giving out. I have a feeling that you're at the point of almost being overwhelmed right now. You're giving too much of yourself and you're not holding enough back for you. So, while it's a good thing that you're giving out a lot, it's a good thing that you're helping others. You're right at the point of giving too much. And so here's the thing. This is important. That little jewel right above the horseshoe, that's your good luck. You have a firm cap on that right now. Just the perfect amount. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, yeah, you're almost at the point of giving too much of Alexis. Nope, found some tea. Okay, baby. So, hold this over this again. So, your big O chunk here is really mainly under Virgo. It sweeps down underneath the Sagittarius as well, but it sweeps down. Like, do you see what I'm saying? See, it sweeps down. So, this is where you had a whole bunch of energy coming in to do something, and now you're severely overthinking it. So, I don't know if this is where you're already realizing that you're a little overwhelmed or about to be overwhelmed, or if maybe you're rethinking some of that like rushing forward passion with, okay, I need to really think this through before I go any further, because I feel like it's a little bit of both of that. I have a feeling that you're starting to I have a feeling that you're starting to take a step back and look at a lot of these situations, and you're starting to overthink things. This is good and bad. You're starting to overthink things in that, I don't know if I bit off more than I can chew. I don't know if I'm doing too much. I don't know if I should be helping this person anymore. You know what I mean? You're traveling to Oregon for an assignment in 2 weeks. Are you a little apprehensive about it? Because I have a feeling whatever this is here, this is excitement that has turned into hyper focus, has turned into overthinking. So I am going to say, don't overthink it too much. Get back to some of that Sagittarius, just rolling in it and enjoying that drive and that fun and that excitement. And don't overthink it too much. At the same time, make sure you also aren't overextending yourself. And like I said, let me point that out again. That little piece right there that sits firmly above your good luck. That's an awesome thing. You have just the right amount of good luck, girl. Okay? So, yeah. Like I said, don't take on too much, sweet pea. Because I have a feeling you're a lot like me and you have a tendency to do that. So don't take on too much, okay? Don't take on too much. But be excited about this again. Don't overthink it. Be excited. Because it is something exciting. So, does that make sense, love? Oh, you're a Capricorn moon. So you're going to overthink it no matter what. And then you're going to have to make it perfected no matter what. Got you. I got you. You're overthinking. You're overthinking. I understand. I completely understand that. Whew. Made a big mess. Probably did. Probably did. All right. Miss Esther, ready? I'm just going back and forth between water and Diet Pepsi because, it is what it is. All right. Well, that's interesting. So, when I hold it like this, it looks like women dancing. And when I hold it like this, it legit looks like a word. But I don't know what word. It's like A something I or T. See it? But this way, looks like women dancing. Actually, it looks like Cinderella dancing with, the mice and the clothes. But it looks like dancing. So, these ladies dancing all line up under your sun sign. So it tells me that, sweetheart, you need to celebrate your accomplishments. You need to celebrate. You need to celebrate because no one's doing it for you. You're going to have to celebrate. You have accomplished a massive amount of things. The bell is paying attention to something. You have accomplished a massive amount of things and you don't give yourself enough credit, nor have you really celebrated those things. You haven't celebrated them at all. So, Miss Esther, what's funny is this one on the end also looks like a dolphin. Looks like a lady dancing, but it also looks like a dolphin. And dolphins usually in readings mean play. They mean enjoyment. They mean taking time out to do those things. So this right here, the way that it sits, sorry, they're gonna bark. Hey guys, thank you. So the way that it sits, it looks like a branch, like all curved up. Now it's under Taurus. It starts over here under Aries, goes under Taurus and up Gemini like that. But yeah, I'm spilling the tea. There we go. But this literally looks like it's capturing all of that energy. It's capturing that steadfast, let's move forward, let's put our feet down and go, put our head down and go. That Gemini energy where you're able to be super energetic and super focused at the same time. And then also this Aries energy of making decisions like this. Bam, 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 bam. So this right here, love, whatever is going on with you right now is a fantastic thing. It's a fantastic thing. May not all seem fantastic, but it will be in the long run, I promise you. Whatever is going on with you right now is allowing you to harness a lot of energy that's pushing you forward. And sweetheart, you've got to celebrate it. You've literally got to celebrate it. You're not being selfish. You're not being conceited. You're not. So you've got to celebrate you. If you had a good friend that was going through the same stuff and doing these same things, I guarantee you that you would make sure that you acknowledged it, that you celebrated them. You don't have to wait for someone to celebrate you. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate you. So, celebrate you, sweetheart, okay? Because this is awesome. This is fantastic. Give yourself time to play. Enjoy where you're at and celebrate all your accomplishments so far, honey. Because I don't know if you just don't give yourself permission to or what, but do it. Go buy yourself a cupcake, cookies, whatever, okay? And not just a package of cookies. Like, go buy one of those crazy ornate ass cookies. You know what I mean? So, I'm proud of you, sweetheart. This is a lot of accomplishment and a lot of hard work here, and you deserve some time off, okay? You deserve to play and have fun, okay? Alrighty, so that leads me to Miss Bobby. All right, Miss Bobby, ready? So I have Bobby and then I have Amy Walker. In a way, it's fun to get some of the last two because y'all get more watery tea, so it makes your stuff do weird shit. Just saying. So you didn't have a lot stay in the cup. You only had a little bit, and we're going to talk about it. But the majority of your stuff came out, which is external stuff more than internal stuff. So I do want to show you that the vast majority of this is here under your Mars, which is, whoa, why did that get super bright? Which is a lot of passion and drive and moving forward. Why is that doing that? Good Lord. Which is a lot of passion and drive and moving forward and really, really not taking no for an answer on the things that you want, the things that you're going after. But what I love is that it kind of skirts that V right there, which tells me you're doing it in a very tactful way where you're actually getting everything you want. So. So, I don't know what's up with the Capricorn perfectionist energy right here, but it has a big old stick. See it? Like it's really beating down this situation. This is a little situation, but this Capricorn energy is absolutely dominating it. Okay? Then you have this big glob right here. It's mostly under Aquarius. See that? It's mostly under Aquarius. It does stretch out a little bit to Taurus and Aries, but it's mostly under Aquarius. So this is something that's about to rear its head. Okay? It's about to start rearing its head. So you are going to have to watch this situation. I have a feeling you're more focused on this one right here, quashing this little bitty one. But this is something that's going to rear its ugly head very, very quickly. So with that Aquarius energy, that's something that's kind of been festering down there for a little bit. So overthinking, you've been really swirling around in your head and maybe not wanting to voice. You need to let it out. Otherwise, it's going to fester and it's going to blow up. And when it blows up, it's not going to be good for you, for the situation, for the other person involved, etc. Yeah. So you're going to have to make sure that you handle this situation before it blows up. Okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Good. I'm glad that makes sense. So, yeah. I know being you said that you're a Capricorn Aquarius cusp. Man, you probably have some serious problems with shutting down. When you're processing, when you're thinking, when you're doing anything, if you get upset, you get overwhelmed, or you're, trying to figure out how to handle things, I would bet you just shut down. Hardcore. So you're gonna have to make sure that you talk about that. You get that situation out before it festers. Damn it. Aw, I love that you ran away from a party to come hang out with us. We are the party. We're the weird party. And I'm fine with that. All right. Miss Amy, you ready? Well, okay. So, Amy is one of the few tonight that only had a tiny bit there and all of it stayed in the cup. So this is so much internal stuff and only a teeny tiny bit of Pisces stuff. Teeny tiny bit of Pisces stuff. So let's talk about the Pisces stuff first, because see, it's literally all right there on the Pisces, which tells me that this here is it's an issue with somebody that keeps going hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. And when it's hot, it's like amazing and everything is just perfect. And I don't necessarily mean love, like it could be work or whatever, but, and then suddenly it's like angry and nothing. It's weird. And so it's like all or nothing. all or nothing. It's weird. So let's look at this. So almost all of this sits, it starts with your Jupiter, sits under your Mercury, and under your Mars. The vast majority of it is right here in between your Mercury and your Jupiter, which is a ton of overthinking about power, about personal power, about feminine power, about your communication. Are you communicating too much? Are you not communicating enough? It's almost it's almost like you're overwhelming yourself. Like your brain is literally overwhelming yourself right now. Like that's a ton. Because it doesn't stretch over to your feminine aspect. It does stretch over to your moon, to your shadow work. But it's like this stuff down here is kind of left in the dust. Like your Saturn has a little bit, but everything is up here. So, love, you are completely overthinking your personal path, your personal power, your passions, your drive. Like you're overthinking everything right now, and you're about to overload your noggin. That's why you've got this shift back and forth, this Pisces, like on or off, on or off. This is why you've got this shift, because you're overthinking. Sweetheart, you've got to take a break and disconnect. Whatever it is that you need to do so Amy can disconnect, that's what has to happen, because you're going to burn yourself out if you keep on with that much right there. So you've got to disconnect, sugar. You have to disconnect. Okay, that makes sense. So look at Sasshole's eyes over. So in no way is it strange to feel tired after doing a cleansing bath. That's actually a really good question. It just means that you'd gotten so used to having that junk on you for so long that when you don't have it, you can actually rest. Got you. I got you, Amy. Okay. Yep, I can totally see why you overthink everything then. Woo! I thought I was going to actually get another yawn out of that, and I did not. Hi, Miss Daphne. How are you? How are you? So, being said, guys, I am, what time is it? Only 10:30. I'm proud of myself. I didn't keep y'all on here till like 11:30 or 12. Good job. I get a cookie. Is this where somebody's sing? I get to sing to myself. It's, yeah, you did it. Good job. Oh, I'm sorry, Amy, honey. Get yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Like you really need to. Disconnect. Okay? So, with that being said, for those of you guys on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and end this so it can be processing. Thank you guys for keeping up